friends are like old memories. They always remind you of your past, and we are reminding ourselves of the past episodes from this week of Good Company for the best of Good Company with me, Hollie Taylor. I'm Hollie Taylor, and have you ever tried some kind of food or drink, maybe done one of those, like the cleanses or the detoxes with warm water and the maple syrup and cayenne pepper, just in an attempt to be a bit more healthy? Well, I tried dandelion tea the other day. Honestly, I don't think there's enough honey in the world to give it a flavor that I find palatable, but maybe you love dandelion tea. But it is pretty incredible just seeing all the things around us that we grow. Sometimes even weeds are actually something that are good for us, depending on the type of weeds that you are finding in your garden. So you just never know what you pull out in between your slabs of concrete might actually be something that, you know, if hadn't been sprayed with something poisonous, might actually be good in a tea situation or in a salad. You know, like those dandelions. I guess they're also good in a salad too, I've heard. So what is something that you've tried to eat or do to bring a little extra health to your life? 905-338-1250. Text and let me know. It's Kane, I Made It. I love this song. Okay, so we've also made it to almost the school year, but we've also made it to the announcement of pumpkin spice everything. It's too soon. Pumpkin spice flavoring will be available in most cafes probably by about the 26th. Too soon. Last year was a bit earlier, if I remember correctly, but still, too soon. I am seeing Thanksgiving Day decor in the stores. Say it once with me. Too soon. Can we just let each season be each season? I went to the store to get goggles for my daughter. Could I find any? No. It's summer. We're in a heat wave. But no, they've moved on. Summer for them is so last month. Now we're into fall. We're into winter. It's too soon. Maybe there's something that you've seen and you just think, no, this is too soon. I can't do this. I can't buy into insert thing here. Like for pumpkin spice anything, at least wait till after Labor Day. Like switching the wardrobe to black. Wait till Labor Day. Text in 905-338-1250 with what's too soon for you. It's Good Company. I'm Hollie Taylor. We're talking about having foot in mouth disease. Not foot and mouth disease. Foot in mouth disease, where you've said something that you instantly regret saying, or you asked a question that you instantly, as soon as you got the answer, wished you had never asked. And the stories are absolutely coming on. And Nancy said she hadn't seen her friend in a long time, and she asked the very dangerous question. Oh my gosh, are you pregnant? Never asked that question. The answer was no. It was just gas. So there's that. Yeah, it happens all the time. And I think the strong people, we learn from these moments, or we embrace the awkward. That's what I tend to do. I like to embrace the awkward. Oh man, if you've got more stories, again, feel free to share. You can text in 905-338-1250. I'm Hollie Taylor, and I know there's a lot of pressure for parents to do things, quote unquote, perfectly, or, you know, just to have all the answers, which is impossible. You know, every child is so different, and there's many different ways to be able to instill good values in your children and to help them have a wonderful childhood. But now I've seen another Pinterest idea. Okay, I'm going to admit, I do like Pinterest ideas. I've done the boards for the first and last day of school, taking a picture of the kids. It's nice to see how much they've grown throughout the course of a year. But this one I am not doing. It is a back-to-school celebration. So when your kids or the grandkids come home for the first time after school, that first day of school, like some of these Pinterest parents are throwing parties. Why? I mean, it's nice to celebrate a start of a new chapter, but no, there's going to be no balloons. There's going to be no welcome homes. We're just going to stay the course and get back into a regular routine. But I'm telling you, I think Pinterest was a bad thing. Too many ideas being posted. The bar is just too high. So for this trend, I'm going to say no. We're not doing a party when the kids come home from school the first day. I like the one where you write little notes and put it in their lunch. That's good. But a party? No, thank you. It's Hollie Taylor. We all know the power of forgiveness. And there was an incredible story coming out of Georgia where Regina Johnson did something pretty amazing. She's there in the courtroom right by the man who killed her husband. It was a hit and run. Her husband, Chuck, and her had been married for 50 years. And the irresponsibility of Joseph driving while under the influence took that away from her. But there she was in that courtroom. She actually went over to Joseph, gave him a big hug, and whispered to him, "I forgive you, and God loves you." He whispered back, "I'm sorry. I'm so, so sorry." An incredible display of forgiveness right there in that courtroom, where a woman who could have held on to bitterness and anger because of what had happened, because of what was taken away from her, released it, forgave the man. Now, of course, Joseph still has to complete his 2 years in rehab program, and he was sentenced to 20 years. So however that plays out, he still has to do what the court is asking him to do. But I think knowing that he has forgiveness in the situation will be able to do a lot of healing for him and in his life. So an incredible display. Forgiveness truly is such a beautiful process. It doesn't happen overnight, but it is so incredibly freeing once you can truly say, "I forgive you." Do you remember back in the day when you were trying to find your first car and you wanted one that was reliable, it had the opportunity to have good mileage, it was easy to fix? Now with all the beep lights and blurps that these cars do, you can't fix it on your own. You got to take it to a mechanic. They got to run a diagnostic test. It's all electronic and digital. Sometimes I long for the cars of days gone by. They were sturdy. You could run into a pole and the pole would lose. Now, cars just fold up like tinfoil. And yes, I'm speaking from experience. Bless the man who taught me to drive. And we want to talk about a car that when I was younger was the car to get. The Toyota Camry. My auntie and her family, they all had the Toyota Camrys. They said, this is going to last a while. And back then, yeah, it seemed like they had good mileage. But how about this? There is a man who has a Toyota Camry. He's taking good care of it. He drives a lot. His car just passed 2 million kilometers. 2 million! Does the odometer go that high? Did he have to reset it? That's impressive. Now I wish I would have kept my Camry just a little bit longer. Maybe I should get my car winterized. We'll see. Well, that's a wrap. Those are our favorite memories from this past week. Join me for more Good Company live every weekday from 4:30 till 6 p.m. here on Joy Radio. Oh, and don't forget, you can also catch up by subscribing to our Joy Radio podcast. If you'd like to join in on the conversation, text 905-338-1250. Thanks for listening. We'll see you on Monday.